Hey folks, today we're going to be making Tuiles, which is a classic simple cookie that you might have seen before. I've never actually had them. In fact, I've never actually made them. But just from the recipe, they look pretty simple, and so I'm hoping that they'll remain relatively easy to make. I hope that they're going to give me what I need for my secret food project, which is kind of like this thin, crunchy, sweet base that I want. And what that means actually is that I'm not going to be rolling the Tuiles into like different shapes like you might normally see them after they come out of the oven and like forming them while they're still hot. And I think that that means that this is going to be a lot easier than it normally would be. But that's okay. So I'm going to leave a recipe for what I use down in the description below so you can check that out. It's really easy. Let's get to it.
All right, so the first thing we're going to do is melt some butter. You don't really realize how dirty your microwave is until you clean it 3 or 4 times and then try to film it in HD. Wait, what is that? So we've got our butter, our flour, our sugar, and our water's already in the bowl. And we're basically just going to mix these ingredients up. So we'll pour them all into the same bowl. Butter first, then the sugar, then the flour. The order doesn't obviously matter. And then we're going to whisk these together and do a little whisking montage. Okay, that's enough of that. And now several minutes of me talking to myself.
All right. So I've got my stencil that I'm going to use. And first we're just going to make some basic circles. Roll up my sleeves here. See how this works. Put a little bit of batter right in there. And then try and make it as thin as possible here. I'm just using resume paper because I have a bunch of resume paper. What else would you use resume paper for besides making Tuile stencils? Seems like the only thing. You're certainly not printing out your resume on it. Why would you do that? Just use a little bit less batter here. I want them to be very thin, kind of see-through almost, if I can manage that. This stencil is the move. Doing it without a stencil was incredibly difficult. Oh, my faucet is leaking a little bit. It does that from time to time because it's secretly an old man. Sometimes it just leaks. Something I'm definitely looking forward to as I get older. Just being a leaky old man. Okay. Much better than our first go-around when I tried this, when I was practicing. I thought I could freehand it. I couldn't. Okay, so the other 2 shapes we're actually going to be looking at here. Obviously, it's a snowman. I know it's April, but it was still snowing here. So I thought maybe we could do a snowman because it's just 3 circles. And then I'm going to try and do a shitty Eiffel Tower. This isn't the real Eiffel Tower. This is the one in Vegas. And so we're going to see if we can replicate that one. Let me spin this around. Give myself a little bit more room here. Oh my god, this is gonna be massive. Big dollop. Probably needs a little bit more. Littler dollop. Tiny dollop. this is probably the artistic limit for me. I probably could not do anything more artistic than this. 3 circles is probably as good as I could get. Obviously, we've got the Eiffel Tower, but it's not exactly a masterpiece. Make sure that when you put your spoon back in your bowl, it does a whole 360 degrees before it promptly falls right into the batter. That's a necessary and key component of doing this. I apologize if you can hear a dog barking in the background. My neighbor's dog is quite the barker. That's his thing. When he wanted to grow up, he's like, one day when I grow up, that's what I want to do. It's just bark all the time with no regard for anybody else or how they might feel about it. Here's a fun thing you can Google. Just do a quick little side Google search here on, do dogs get tired of barking? The answer probably will both surprise and not surprise you. Oh, he's just popping off. I wonder what's bothering him. He's probably having an existential crisis. He's kind of an older dog. So he's probably like, oh, I need to buy a boat or something to fill the void in my heart where relationships should be, but I didn't cultivate any. Anyway, there's our snowman. Oh, it turned out not that shitty. All right. Look at how the Eiffel Tower turned out. It actually looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks all right. Not too bad. I'm kind of proud of that one. So we'll pop this in the oven and see how they turn out. Okay, so I just pulled them out of the oven. I have to show you how they turned out. Okay, so let's move over to the oven. Let me switch it to the front camera. Look at the circular ones. They're deep and golden brown. They look kind of nice. There's a little bit of change in color between them. I think that's to do with just how thick the batter was. We move up. Here's the snowman, looking pretty good. He's got a little bit of a disfigured head. That's okay, don't we all? How did the Eiffel Tower turn out? Look at, not like it was supposed to. So I actually need to get a barometer for how many dick jokes I can make per video, or as we in the biz like to call, the DJPV. Okay, so now we're basically gonna try the Tuiles that we made. You can see them down here. I've got the circular ones and the snowman, which actually fell apart. This thing is massive though. Just like, look how big that is. And it's actually pretty thin too, so that's kind of cool. So maybe actually I'm gonna try this one. Oh, it just falls apart. Can we get a good snap here? No, that's okay. I'll just try it out. Oh yeah. That slaps. That's really good. I shouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's literally butter, sugar, and flour, and a little bit of, heat, but it's so good. I am surprised at how good it is for just what we did. It took no time. It was super simple. I didn't fold them up to make them look like I'm some kind of jackass. They're just really good. You could just eat these and eat these. This is exactly what we're looking for the secret kitchen project that I'm working on. And they're so thin, like look at that. They're Wayfair thin. That's only real Monty Python heads will get that reference. Comment down below if you know what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna probably keep eating these for the rest of the day. So thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.